Hi friends, Apex Videos presents Unusual Stories of Swami Vivekananda. Following his enlightenment, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was surrounded by a large group of followers. Swami Vivekananda was a follower of Sri Ramakrishna. The first yogi to visit the United States was Swami Vivekananda, who went to Chicago for the Parliament of the World's Religions in 1893 and set off a spiritual tidal wave in the process. He arrived and partially opened the gates when people were quite reluctant to anything new, because he considered Swami Vivekananda as a vehicle for spreading his message throughout the world. Sri Ramakrishna felt a very different kind of attachment to him. Sri Ramakrishna knew he couldn't accomplish it alone. Therefore, he regarded Swami Vivekananda as a means to an end. Sri Ramakrishna's disciples didn't understand why he was so mad about Swami Vivekananda. Sri Ramakrishna recognized that Swami Vivekananda had the required perception to transmit. Therefore, if he didn't visit him for even a day, Sri Ramakrishna would go hunting for him. Regarding Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Swami Vivekananda felt the same way. He didn't look for work and he didn't do anything that someone his age would typically do. He simply always went along with Sri Ramakrishna. In Swami Vivekananda's life, there is a wonderful incident that happened one day. His mother was gravely unwell and close to passing away. Swami Vivekananda suddenly realized that he had no money and could not afford to give her the food or medicine she needs. He was furious because he was unable to care for his mother while she was seriously ill. Swami Vivekananda was a man who, when he became angry, became extremely angry. There was nowhere else for him to go, so even if he became irate, he went to Sri Ramakrishna. All this gibberish, all this spirituality, where is it taking me? He asked Sri Ramakrishna. I could have taken care of my mother today if I had a job and had completed the tasks I was expected to. She was in need of food, medication, and comfort, all of which I could have provided. Where has my spiritual journey led me? Sri Ramakrishna maintained a shrine of Goddess Kali in his home because he revered Goddess Kali. Does your mother need food and medicine? He asked. Why don't you go to the mother and ask her for what you need? Swami Vivekananda entered the shrine because he thought it was a good idea. Did you ask the mother for food, money, or anything else your mother needs? Sri Ramakrishna questioned him when he emerged after nearly an hour. No, I forgot, Swami Vivekananda retorted. Go back inside again and inquire, Sri Ramakrishna instructed. After 4 hours, Swami Vivekananda returned from the shrine after entering it once more. Did you ask the mother? Sri Ramakrishna questioned him. No, I forgot, answered Swami Vivekananda. Once more, Sri Ramakrishna said. Go inside once more, and this time, remember to ask. After entering, Swami Vivekananda emerged over 8 hours later. Did you ask mother? Sri Ramakrishna questioned him once again. No, I won't ask, Swami Vivekananda said. I don't need to inquire. That's good, Sri Ramakrishna retorted. This would have been our final day together if you had asked for anything at the shrine today. Because a questioning fool has no idea what life is all about, I would never have seen your face again. Prayerfulness is a distinct quality. A fool who asks has not grasped the very foundations of life. It is a wonderful state to be, to become prayerful and worshipful. However, it won't be effective for you if you are praying with the hope of receiving anything.